Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. His throw incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold, eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Now Darnold. Looking underneath and find. Now the ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They run. It's Johnson. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. From the 10.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded right around the 8. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A 1st down throw, Darnold.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Flush to his right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Lonnie Johnson picks it, and the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this.
Touchdown! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 24. following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. From the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold from the gun. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. And that led to the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Again, Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down and then some, 36 yards. Now it's Darnold. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, but it's going to be 2nd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's the danger of throwing the ball to that part of the field, because if it does get picked off, as we just saw there, they can run a long way. They're actually fortunate they didn't give up a touchdown in addition.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Wilson. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Darnold.
That's to Marshall on the quick slant. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome. But completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Right back.
And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And Marshall's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete there to Moore.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And he will take it across. Panthers touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line. These units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Wilson's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game. He's moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Wilson to throw. That one caught by Carter. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this...
And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now the Rams bring the offense back out here to go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this. No, okay.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. The football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for L.A. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Johnson is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Corral. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Talk about two sides of the ball and cross purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Here we go on 4th. Darnold, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for two. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Darnold from the red zone now. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One final play for Corral. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year, because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year two, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Gonzalez good on the extra point.